Ray Parlour kept his private life guarded until it wasn't private anymore. They said it was a simple split, but the truth is rarely that simple. Finally, the story behind the headlines is here, the pieces that never fit. This is the truth about Ray Parlour's nasty divorce. In the quiet corners of Romford, Essex, a boy named Ray Parlour kicked off his journey through life. Born on March 7, 1973, in Barking, England, Ray's childhood was painted with the colours of football. From the moment he could walk, he had a ball at his feet and his laughter echoed through the streets as he chased his dreams. As Ray grew older, his love for the game grew too. Every spare moment he had was spent honing his skills, whether it was practicing in the local park or playing with friends until the sun dipped below the horizon. You know, one can say his dedication was unwavering and his passion was unmatched. And as predicted, Ray's talent didn't go unnoticed for long. Scouts soon took notice of the young prodigy, and before he knew it, he was wearing the red and white of Arsenal Football Club. This was the beginning of a remarkable journey that would see Ray highlight his name in footballing history. To give you guys a little overview, Ray Parlour's career at Arsenal was nothing short of legendary. From 1992 to 2004, he became a stalwart of the team, earning the nickname the Romford Pele for his gritty style of play and undeniable skill. Ray was also a midfielder who brought boundless energy and determination to every match, making himself a fan favourite and of his teammates too. One of Ray's defining moments came in the 1993 FA Cup final replay against Sheffield Wednesday. With the game deadlocked at 1-1, Ray scored a stunning long-range goal, securing victory for Arsenal and etching his name into FA Cup folklore. It was a moment of pure brilliance that made him special to his fans forever. Ray did something amazing in the 2002 FA Cup final against Chelsea. Arsenal was losing 0-2, but Ray played really well, scoring an important goal and helping with another. This helped Arsenal come back and win 2-0. It showed that Ray never gives up and has a strong spirit. Besides the FA Cup, Ray also played a big role in Arsenal doing well in the Premier League. He was important in the 2003-2004 season, when Arsenal didn't lose any matches throughout the whole league season. Ray's good play for Arsenal was noticed by everyone in football. He played for the England national team 10 times, proudly representing his country in international games. Even off the field, Ray was liked by fans and teammates because he was friendly and funny. He was known for being down-to-earth and playful, always ready with a joke or a prank to make people around him laugh. But you know how they say, when a man laughs too much, he's hiding something. And in Ray's case, he was hiding the negatives of his nasty divorce. Alright, so divorces are never easy, but they can be especially harsh in the glare of the spotlight. With every tabloid headline and every courtroom battle, Ray Parlour's private pain was turned into a public spectacle. The details of the settlement were splashed across newspapers, with figures that made even seasoned football fans gasp, and at this point, Ray's hard-earned fortune was taking a significant hit, and his reputation, once unblemished, was now tarnished. Now, to make things easier for you, Ray and Karen Parlour were married for 4 years and had 3 children together. During their marriage, Karen played a big part in Ray's life, especially when it came to his career. She helped him tackle his excessive drinking habits and supported him along the way. But despite their efforts, the couple decided to go their separate ways. Now, here's where things get interesting. The Court of Appeal made a landmark ruling in their divorce case that changed how divorce settlements were handled in the UK. Instead of just looking at what each spouse needed, the court decided to take into account Karen's contributions to Ray's success during their marriage. This was a big shift from how things were usually done. In fact, you could also say that with this case, Ray made history. So, what did Karen get from the divorce settlement? Well, she was awarded a chunk of Ray's future earnings. Specifically, she got a third of his annual income, which was about $1,500 out of his total $1.2 million earnings. On top of that, she also received 2 houses worth over $1 million each, a lump sum of $250,000, and Ray had to cover $1 million in legal costs. This case didn't just affect Ray and Karen, though. It set a precedent for future divorce cases in the UK. Now, Courts were more likely to consider the non-financial contributions of each spouse when dividing assets. This meant that even if one spouse wasn't the primary breadwinner, their contributions to the marriage could still be recognized and rewarded. The Parlour divorce sparked a lot of public debate about fairness in divorce proceedings. Some people agreed with the court's decision, seeing it as a step towards more equality in divorce settlements. Others thought it was unfair for Ray to have to give up so much of his earnings, especially since he was the one who earned them. From all that we know so far, the juicy details are that Ray and Karen Parlour's divorce wasn't about one big thing going wrong, but more like a bunch of smaller things adding up. Ray used to drink a lot, especially early in his football career, and Karen helped him focus and cut back, playing a role in his success as a player. There was also a bit of a party lifestyle around some of the footballers, and Karen helped Ray move away from that. It seems like they started wanting different things out of life. There were rumours that Ray had been unfaithful, but those were never actually proven. They'd also only been married for a few years, and sometimes being married for a short time shows you that you weren't as good of a match as you thought. And you know what? When he and his wife got divorced, it wasn't just hard for them. Their 3 kids were also in the spotlight. Sometimes when parents get divorced, it gets messy and makes the news. This can be really tough on kids because they might hear people at school talking about their family. Kids of famous people might even have to deal with strangers saying things about their parents. Having your family's problems become public can feel embarrassing or upsetting. Even though Ray and his wife tried to protect their kids, a public divorce can still leave a mark and make things difficult for the children involved. Ray Parlour's divorce was tough. It was all over the news and cost him a lot of money, but Ray didn't let it derail his life. He kept playing professional football for a few more years. He played for a couple of different teams after leaving Arsenal before hanging up his boots for good, but football wasn't the end of Ray's story. Now, you can hear him on the radio or see him on TV talking about football matches. He's become what they call a pundit. Importantly, Ray's also using his fame for good. He's involved with several charities and organisations, helping to raise awareness and support important causes. For example, he's worked with Blythe House Hospice Care and Helen's Trust, both of which provide vital care and support for people dealing with serious illnesses. Not only this, he also actively participates in initiatives supporting local communities, such as fundraising for community centres and youth clubs, as well as programs focused on education and skill building. Parlour also lends his support to health and well-being charities, particularly those addressing mental health awareness and physical fitness. And above all, he's involved in charities aiding sick or disadvantaged children. In the end, Ray Parlour's story goes beyond the big news about his divorce and the legal stuff afterward. During his career, Ray was amazing on the field. He scored memorable goals in FA Cup finals and played a big part in Arsenal's season, where they didn't lose any games. But Ray was more than just a great player. People loved him for being friendly and down-to-earth. But even with all his success in soccer, Ray had personal problems, especially his divorce from Karen Parlour, which was talked about a lot. But beyond what people saw in the news, there's a story of Ray being strong and changing for the better. Ray Parlour's legacy is about overcoming tough times, being strong when things are hard, and doing good with the fame he earned. Even when people stop talking about him in the news, his contributions to soccer and society will be remembered. From Romford to Highbury, Ray Parlour will always be known for hard work, skill, and the true spirit of soccer. That's it for today. Meet you in the next one. Till then, give this video a thumbs up and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more such updates. Take care.